And we did take every step we could to ensure that trusts had the PPE they needed. And the quote, I believe, from the NAO report is that they said the NHS provider organisations we spoke to told us that while they were concerned about the low stocks of PPE, they were always able to get what they needed in time.
During the PAC, Megan.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker, and I will touch on that point first, which was going to... In paragraph 18 of the summary, it summarises exactly as the Minister has said. It then goes on to say, however, frontline workers reported shortages of PPE. And I think it does not behove the Minister well to come to this House and clearly to have backbenchers briefed about a partial element of the National Audit Office's report that is partial and inaccurate when taken in the round. The Minister needs to deal with this point. But my bigger point is that on the transparency of these contracts, the Minister's come to this House to talk breathlessly about the urgency at the early stage of the pandemic. Let's be clear, by the end of the summer and the autumn, many of these contracts had still not been published. The civil service is usually good at record keeping and transparency. On this occasion, there was a failure. The Minister should have the guts to come to the House, apologise and promise it will not happen again. More transparency, not less, is vital when billions of pounds is being spent at haste in a pandemic.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Well, I'm grateful to the Honourable Lady, and she does know this issue exceptionally well. She's investigated it over a number of months. So, of course, as always, I listen to what she says very carefully and with considerable respect. On her first point, she is right that they reported that frontline workers, or some frontline workers, had told them that they had experienced shortages. We are reflecting what we were told by our trusts and by those running the delivery of PPE in those, and what the NAO was told by those. But as she alluded to, and as I said, I think, in response to the Honourable Lady for Brighton Pavilion, the key points I made were there was no we did not run out of PPE nationally, but there were challenges, which I acknowledged, and I do acknowledge, at some individual trusts and in some localities, and that is why we worked at pace to make sure they got what they need and they didn't run out of PPE. But that is exactly why officials in the department were working so hard and pulling out all the stops to make sure we ordered more PPE and got more PPE delivered.